will fight, never weary. I wanna be legendary.
We are live. Woohoo! Tonight, boys and girls, we're going to make this one look. That's right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What's up? What's up? What's up? 7:15 on a Tuesday night. You know what time it is, baby. It is time for Tackle Talk. What are you guys doing? You guys went live fishing with me today. We sang tunes. We caught fish. We caught a beast. Not really a beast, not 7. We were hoping for a 7, but an easy 5.5. You feel me, players? Pam, you missed it. Pam, you got to watch today's live fishing because it's straight. You feel me? There's no dropouts. It's just in there. You get in the truck with me. We start with Otis Redding. Oh, wow. I mean, we jammed out. We had some REO Speedwagon today. We had some country music, some country western songs. Like, we rolled it. Oh, there's a lot of singing. Brandy will tell you there is but there is a beast. And listen, we fired off a little bit different. See, what had happened was, so it's time to get into it. Let's just do this. Let's see who's all here. I forgot. Sorry, guys. What's up? Yeah, we had Tom Petty. Oh my God, Shawanda, how could I forget? We were running down a dream. You know what I'm saying? Running down a dream on little Tom Petty while we was fishing. We had a good time, man. We went straight to the spot, just put the hammer down. Like, it just was fish and fish and fish. We had a good conversation on the way out there. You get to watch the whole trip to the lake, which was kind of cool. I back you right down into the lake. We just did the whole thing. We did the whole thing. We rolled out of the house and we just started getting it. We were live for the whole event. We dropped once because I pressed something on my phone. Listen, I'm retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a little bit. But it's cool. Yeah, I know, Pam. I know. Trust me, Pam, I'm with you on that one. But, you know, there's always later. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it later. I left it up. Excuse me. Yeah, YouTube put it. Yeah, lake was beautiful. For a minute, Shawanda. Just for a minute. At the end, it was just absolute nightmare. But yeah, I took it out of private. For some reason, it put it in private. So it's available now. What did I call it? Y'all want to go fishing? Or did I call it live bass fishing? Live bass fishing, and then the title is We're at a New Lake. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at with it. I'm not putting, I don't know. I just don't have the time. I don't really feel like it. I'm not investing everything that I should invest into YouTube. You know what I mean? I also didn't set the music up. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm at that point. Lake was awesome. Yeah, we had a good time, man. I thought that it was what would happen. Yeah, Brandy, that's what happened. We had rain. We had a drive. We got to see the villages. That was fun. You know what I'm saying? If you ever see the ads for that. Still sing to me. Yep. Karaoke. We have karaoke coming. I'm working on something, okay? So I've been looking at the mics. You were asking me about the mics. You even hooked me up, and I appreciate that. And that's still sitting in there, Pam. I'm just looking at the mics. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through and making sure it's where I want to be, and then I have to make sure I've got the correct power, and I don't know if I'm going to need a pedal, and I got to figure a bunch of stuff out. It's a big investment. It's worth it, trust me, but I want to make sure that we do it right. And I'm figuring something out with the karaoke because we might be going to Kick. We might go over to Kick and sing karaoke because it's allowed, and we're gonna have a good time because we're actually gonna have music in the background playing and stuff, and we're gonna rock. It's gonna be cool. I'm telling you. Trust me. If I do it, I'm doing it big. Okay. Like I said, this whole mess that I've created in here is not half as cool as other people's stuff, but in time, it's going to be pretty awesome because I'm telling you right now, I got a green screen for that whole wall right here. This whole wall, I've got a green screen for it. That's going to be sweet. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have stuff propelled up on the green screen back there. the whole time with lights around. It's gonna look cool, dude. You'll see. It's cool. It's gonna look pretty neat. I think a green screen is gonna be a good addition to the thing. The whole wall, yeah, the whole thing. Everything you see back there between these two big shelves, that's a big shelf, and that's a big shelf. And they've got all kinds of cool stuff on them, but I don't have any lights for them. I got to figure out how I want to light those, and then you guys could see all that cool stuff. But this whole wall right here behind me, this covering the window and everything, yeah, that's all going to be a green screen. And there's going to be stuff going on it the whole time. Just going on, just stuff. You know, stuff. Like we usually do. We got stuff like this, because we usually go like this, you know what I mean? And then I always look at the wrong camera, so that kind of defeats the purpose of having this thing, because I don't even know what camera I'm looking at half the time. And then we've got, I mean, we've done so much, dude. Luck on the computer, you know what I'm saying? We got lucky on this build. I did a pretty decent job, I think. I hope. It still works, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of ghetto. It is what it is, dude. But at the same time, it works. So what had happened was, all right, guys, you ready for this? You guys want some more foreplay? Or hey, Maddie, what's up? Are you guys ready to get into this, or you want some more fishing foreplay? You let me know. 1 for foreplay, 2 for let's get it on. Yeah, let's get it on. You know. That's funny. That's funny, Maddie. What's up, Kristen J? What are you doing? Saving the day, Kristen J? Awesome. Kristen J, did you catch any of the fish? You were on the fishing live stream right from the get start. You probably get busy. You got to go to like job and work and stuff. But yeah, it was fire. It was a good time, dude. I had a good time, but it was hot, dude. It was so hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was absolutely brutal today. I'm going to say that it was reminiscent of foreign countries because of the lack of it was just bad, dude. All we needed was white flies. You know, we didn't have any white flies today, you guys. Let me move my chair. There, I feel better now. We didn't have any white flies today, so that was interesting. We didn't have to deal with any of that. What else did we not have to deal with? Oh, so let's get into it. You guys ready? Not going to the Philippines or Thailand, so I have 2 days of vacation left. Head down for fishing with friends. Jeff, you got me on Cypher, right? You got me on Cypher, Jeff? If you got me on Cypher, Jeff, shoot me a message and we'll chitty chat. Because if you are gonna come down here, bud, yeah, for sure, bro. We're fishing. Like, you just pick the spot. You understand what I'm saying? I'll take you to Fireland if you want. What are the days you're looking at? We got to set that up, and I will make sure that happens, because for sure, Jeff Say is going to be on an episode of Fishing with Friends. And we might even have Lonnie try to sneak in that trip too and bring his boat. It'll just be an absolute blast, because you've been around for a good minute, Jeff. A good minute, man. We appreciate everything you've done as far as supporting and stuff. You know, him, me, just, and you know, for me, it's not what it's not necessary. It's super appreciated, because when there's parts that come up for the boat, I don't even think about it. I'm just like, yeah, you know what I mean. I'll just jump over to the PayPal, man, and everybody that hits the link, dude, just go. That's what it's done. That's why I get the chance to go out and fish. Like, we're rocking it. Jeff, were you there today? I don't know if you were there in the live fishing today, Jeff. I didn't go through. We can pull. Do you guys want to pull that up? One in the chat if you guys want to pull that up, because we'll go through what had happened. We'll do it now. Let me know what you guys want to do, because I'm down. I'm down for whatever. Oh my God, Ray, are you serious, Ray? Jeff, you got me on Instagram. Send me a message. Got B's boat from the shop. Get to the ramp. Shop lost plug. Go get plug. Back to ramp. Almost didn't start. Get out on lake. Get hit by thunderstorm. Oh my God. All you guys got, Ray, was 30 minutes on the boat, dude. Are you kidding me? All you got was 30 minutes? I want to see where you had a conflict I missed. Oh my God, the conflict. All right, we're going to surf around. Let me pull this thing up. Hold on. The conflict. You guys are the best, dude. You guys are the absolute best. The conflict. Dude, let me just say, there was people in the chat like totally narrating. Guys, I appreciate every bit of today. I got more watch hours today than I have in almost a week and a half of time on the channel. And I'm pushing to that 500, you guys. And you guys, some of you guys have been here since the very beginning. We had a new guy come today. So Buddy's watching from the UK. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm clacked up, player. You feel me? Like all day and day, every day. You understand? And I'm thinking, oh, this dude from the UK don't know nothing about that. You feel me? Like, he don't know nothing about the fact that in the state of Florida, you can open carry when traveling to, during, and when traveling from, hear me out, I don't know if it's from, as well, you'd have to, fishing, hunting, target shooting. So, you know, your boy carries constitutionally now, so I ain't too stressed about none of that. But poor UK guy, you know what I'm saying? Like a few times the wind blew just right and my shirt popped up, and I thought to myself, oh no, Buddy from the UK is fitting to hit that report button. Dude got a gat. You know what I mean? Buddy strapped up, clack, clack. You know, no, that's cool. That's why I made sure to say, listen, I know you're new here, so you might see some things that are totally legal. You know what I mean? Totally. I'm not doing anything wrong. There's nothing to report. You know what I'm saying? All right, stand by. I'm doing something in the BizAc. You feel me? All right, let me do this. Let me do this. All right, and we're working. Dun, 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 dun. Go to this live. All right, let's pull this up. Close this down. Let's pizzazz. Go over. This is the one. Okay, so I got that pulled up now. Let's do this. You guys ready? All right, let's go. Off the hook. What's going on, man? To and from, even if you stopped at Walmart for supplies, I believe. Oh, wow, Ray. Good test and tune, though. Ready for the weekend. Are you? It's running, Ray? That's cool. You and B going out this weekend. Sounds like fun. Jeff said I joined at the end. Oh, you missed all the good times, man. You explained it to him. Aw, thanks, guys. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost. All right, let me get back to what I was doing. So let's just do this. All right, so check it out. There we go. So we left today, and I said something right about here. Hold on. Bear with me, guys, because we're going to go through this together. I want you guys to hang out and like, let's see what happened today. Could the road be any worse? No, I'm just kidding. It's just this lane. But I don't like riding in the left lane when I got the boat. God forbid it comes off. Hey, you guys, look. Let's trade them. Even up. I'll take that pontooner right there. He can have the blue pearl. So that was that moment. You can see some of the lake over there. Somewhere in here, I said something very important. If you wanted to, you know what I mean? Hold on. You couldn't. And you're always so busy, you can't. There was some good stuff that I said. It is what it is, dude. I missed it. At least I still don't have my hand washing disorder. That took 7 years to figure out. You guys, okay, well, anyway, let's do this. So you guys got to see me move the boat. You got to see me back it down. You want to watch your boy nail this, dude. Like, this is what I do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal to me. This is just how I roll. You know what I mean? This is just what I do. Sorry, guys. I had to move me. That was kind of weird. Look at this. That's a taut little ramp, dude. That ain't no joke. I can see the phone doesn't balance very well up there on that front hole, though. That makes me a little nervous now that I'm watching this thing weeble wobble around a bit. Hey, what's up, Tommy? We're watching today's fishing. We're just like plugging little parts, dude. Right now, I'm just nailing the launch, dude, like it was my job. You understand what I'm saying? There's my stopping point because, You'll see. All right, we're going to skip ahead. Let's skip ahead to this part here, just so we're all clear. All right, just for all the naysayers and the haters, all right? This is for all the naysayers and the haters. Shout out.
First try, 2-stroke, baby, yeah, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a good sign. I said a few times, it's going to be different. Today's going to be different, dude. Telling you right now, it's going to be different. Different rods up here ready because I think we might need them. Let's get you guys moved. I even called this. I think we're going to need them. Some people said we're looking at possibly a 7-pounder today. I really was on. I was thinking it was going to happen. So that was the first pull of the trolling motor. I figured I'd show you guys that. All right, let me move you guys. All right, we started fiddling a little bit. But we talked about on the ride up, we talked about moving water. We talked about primary points and stuff like that. We talked about a lot of neat stuff. There's some big bass over there. So we had this one. Again, moving water. Got it. We got it, boys. You're not going to get to see much. We're trying something new with the camera. Oh, you get to see a bent rod. Oh, looky there. Ha-ha. Today's selection for bait of the day was the Wackus Riggus. Hey, look. The mosquito got it. Look at that little wire right there. See that little hook? That little hook got him right there in his little mouth. Love those things, dude. Those things are epic. They work so good. All right, and a few minutes later... back to where we were at. Did we catch another one? Okay. Yeah, we did. It was so light. Little hook. 1 foot. Was this the same one? I don't remember. Hold on. We're going to skip around. Bear with me, you guys. This is where we're at. Let's do it. All right. Frog. I was waiting for it. I just took the frog off, dude. You guys are going to love this. I don't even want to fish. What's up, Wes? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to fish the soup. I can't. I just don't like it. I'd rather pull a chatterbait through there. You know what I mean? Most people are like, oh, frog. Nah, I'd rather pull a chatterbait through, dude. Notice where I cast right here. A lot of success pulling chatterbaits through places like that. But I'm not doing that. Sorry, there. Today. I don't think they're where you think they are today. Trying to stay a little deeper today. I had this concept of staying deep and finding moving water. That's what I thought was the key to today. I think it's this cast. All right, let's check this real quick. All right, so we just cast over here in this direction, like right here. Can you guys see that where I'm moving the cursor? All right, watch closely. I think this is the cast. I cannot believe that fish sucked that worm right off this thing. I felt it. I felt it. Less signal issues today, though, going through the phone. Glad you guys can hear me. Audio's working. Everything's good. We're back to fishing. Let's hit the mouth of this thing a time or two. I brought a... Okay, guys. So, right here, what do we notice? When we talk about moving water, okay, just so you guys get an idea of what we're talking about. When I say moving water, do you notice how this water here behind me, this whole area here is flat? See this area over here? Flat. See this area right here? This area here is flat, but this area right here is moving water. So let's rewind just a tiniest little bit and see that cast again. Tough. Tough to stay right here, but we're going to try it for a second. So ready? I'm attacking the moving water. Oh, no worries, David. Try top water, Rod said. I don't know, Rod. Look at that moving water channel. See where I put it in the moving, not in the stale water. Not in the stale water, and all this water is stagnant. I went into just the corner,
So we went to Wacky
which
Ridge.
this is a grass line. That's why none of this area right here is moving. It's a grass line.
We try to fish the mouth of this thing for a hot minute. Stay in the moving water for sure. This is grass. Well, you get in that grass, it gets your little emotions though.
Notice how I'm just targeting the moving water. Watch close. I wish I would have marked this. I didn't have time. There we go. The mouth again.
Yeah, I don't just fish any bait on any rod, man. I've got certain rods that fish certain things, and because of the line selection and the drag on that particular rod, I mean, I think about a lot of stuff, man, because I don't like losing fish. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my goal is not to lose lures. My goal is not to lose fish. My goal is to bring in every fish I get. You know, every fish that bites, fish clean. You know, if I can show you 5,
Over
it
here.
was 5 out of 5. You know what I mean?
Again, moving water. Notice that little ripples.
Got it.
Here it goes, boys.
This one's got a little bit more to it, boys. Coming right at the boat. This is a net fish.
It's over here on the
boy.
right.
Oh, yeah. Net fish for sure. Oh, look at the fight on this. Hey. Hey, look at this. Look at the fight on this, boys. Oh, watch this, y'all. Oh, my God, I'm stuck. You're kidding.
Net gets stuck.
Tank. Tank.
Boys, looky here. What a killer day.
YouTuber.
Your boy showed up and alive.
Fly fishing YouTuber. This guy. Boys,
Oh, boys, look at
This
this.
is what I want to show you guys. Can you guys see? Oh, she's beautiful. Can you see that tiny little hook right there in the corner of her mouth?
Look at that.
That's all it is, dude. That tiny little hook brought this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous specimen. Absolutely. Guys, let's get it. Dude.
That's a big fish, dude. 5 pounds,
There's our
man.
5-pounder we've been waiting for. Got it. All right, let's stick it in the bucket.
That thing ripped my thumb apart, dude. All right, so we're gonna go back to here. Hold on, we're gonna show. I know what you guys want to see. It's funny.
I'm fishing, you know.
It's before this. We let it out before we left.
Similar to what we were fishing.
Hold on. Oh, here it is. All right. So this is what you guys want to see. This is the joke. Here we go.
Fish out real quick. You guys ready?
Here it goes. All the comments.
Hear them pterodactyl? All right, let's let her out, y'all.
Wes, be safe driving to Ohio, man.
That's it. All right, guys, let's do this.
Listen to the pterodactyls.
Are we weighing it or not? You guys can.
The air was cranking. This thing was so rejuvenated. It was ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous how excited this fish was. It was like, yeah, I'm full of energy. I'm well rested. I'm ready to tear your hand up. Every time my hand touched that water, dude, that thing turned 360 degrees. It would just circle right around the whole thing. And just as I got my hand in there, it came across, whack, and I tried to pull my hand back. There it is right there, and smashed it. Every time that thing seen my fingers, it was like, I'm eating it. I'm eating it. But not to bite it, like to smash at it, just to swipe at it. I ambushed it.
She tried spining me like 3 or 4 4 times.
What a pretty fish.
Ooh, looky here, boys. That's an impressive fish. Whoa. What a fight. Yeah, the fight was me grabbing this thing out of the water. Huh? All right, hold on. You guys want to watch it go away?
We'll let you guys, we'll kick the release real quick and then we're out.
No, that ain't gonna do it. There you go. You can see down there now, right? All right.
It's not an AI fish, Jeff. There she goes. That fish just swam off quick. So what had happened was, guys, you ready for this? Let's get it. So your boy went, wrong camera. Your boy went fishing today, and we didn't bring the inclusive bait. We did not bring the inclusive bait whatsoever. We didn't even bring the inclusive bait rod. We switched it back to the old favorite. We went back to the wacky rig with the mosquito wire hook on the Lou's Custom Black, and we had a fire day. We had a fire day. Within an hour, we had 3, and then we had 4, which was the tank, and then we pulled the number 5 there at the end. So it wasn't a bad day, man. It's a fishing hour, basically, but it all happened in like an hour and a half period. At least it wasn't a turtle. Yeah, you're not kidding, Jeff. You're not kidding. And we did try new things. See that, Brandy? And that's a positive way to look at it. We tried new things. Well, it was everything we could do to throw the big baits all day. And we did. We threw a lot of big baits. We got bumped by something early on in the day, but it didn't grab it. It just bumped it. Like, I want to grab it, but nothing would grab it. So we didn't play with the big baits all day. But we did give it hell. You know what I'm saying? We gave it our best try, dude. We gave it our best try. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm going to have to refill that at the next break. Let me close out some of these windows real quick so I don't look all crazy. All right, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Listen, I appreciate you guys, man, hanging out today. It was really, really cool, man. It was really cool. We got a lot of stuff done today. We learned a lot. We had a good conversation on the way out there, which led to like a really cool situation with the ability to catch fish, how we were going to catch fish, the areas we were going to target. That was pretty cool. I don't know why that's doing that. I'm trying to adjust something, you guys. Let me try to adjust it this way. Hold on. Oh, don't do that. All right, well, it's not going to let me do anymore. All right, off that thing. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Yeah, so like I said, we tried new things, man. We even talked about it on the way out there. You ever had a snapper hit on one of your baits? No, man, I never caught a snapper, Jeff. That's what I said. I don't fish like that, dude. I don't go offshore. I'm not an inshore fisherman. I'm more of a lake guy. Fresh water for me, buddy. Fresh water, man. Take you down to headwaters and set you on a little spot down there, buddy, and change your life. You'd be like, I'm moving to Florida tomorrow. Like, if I can fish here, yeah, you can fish there, bud. You can fish there. As long as you can afford the gas. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. It's not cheap to fish down here, boys and girls. Not cheap at all. All right, hold on. Let's get this thing going here. Let's get that going there. All right, give me 1 second, guys. We'll get this thing fired up, and we'll be back on target here. Bing, bing, bing. Here we go. Where are we at? And 1 second. All right, so check it out, you guys. We went through today. We did a little work, you know what I'm saying? We put in a little time today, boys and girls. So we pulled off the ramp. We made the right. We didn't fish there. We should have. The place we should have fished is right here, marker 137. We didn't get that far out. It's probably about 25, maybe 40, looks about 60 yards off the mouth of the canal. This is the canal we rolled down, guys. You guys remember this the other day? And then we came out here, we made the left. We hit this point, didn't have any luck. We hit this. See, this is not a point. This is an inside or interior area. We didn't find anything there. We did find a couple of fish here. And then all through here, we found this was the moving water that we found, and this was the moving water. And if you guys look, remember I told you we're going to look for bumps, like areas that just come up in the water, yeah, that's where we found those fish. You see this here? We got 4 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, but this small area right here comes up and protrudes. And that's what I was talking to you guys about when we were back here fishing all this area back here. This is where the moving water was, just so we're clear. Remember, there was the little island area. We couldn't get back in here. We tried, but remember, we ran out of room. But yeah, this is where we were hitting the fish, was on the hump, just like I said we would. And then we hit fish right here in the, remember, we went all the way down to this bridge, didn't hit any fish, but we hit in the mouth of these two areas, and that'll give you guys an idea of what I was looking at. We had like hard wall drop off on both sides. So that was awesome. You know what I mean? That gave us a chance to really fish. We came out and checked these areas here. We didn't find anything. We ventured all the way down into this area down here and just called it. And then we just rode back. There wasn't no reason to keep fishing. But we pretty much picked apart this area here, just like we said we were gonna. That was our next trip. That was definitely our next trip. We talked about it. We made sure it happened. Next trip out on this lake, as you can see, I've got a couple of other areas that I'm really interested in fishing. And then we're going to make a trip into Little Henderson, because there's a couple of areas that I want to fish up in here too. Like there's this 12 to 15. Look at that, 20 foot. Are you kidding me? 21 foot. Yeah, Little Henderson might be a quite the spot too. I'm just like I said, we're gonna beat this thing up. We're gonna beat this thing up in stages. I think that's the best way to do it. I think attacking this thing like we have, working an area for a duration and then moving about it to the next area, I think that's important. And so far we've graphed pretty much everything south of the southeast, the first southeast bridge of the ramp. So we've got a lot of lake left to go, guys. We still have a lot of offshore stuff to do here. As you can see, there isn't much contour change to this lake. Not much at all. 16, 15, 16, 14. These are big, expansive areas. I'm not seeing too much that's got me thinking that there's excitement other than this hole or hump right here. 9 foot, 10 foot, 13. That's another one of those protruding humps that we want to fish. These 15, 16 humps, we might want to try to get ourselves on those too, just because it's a change in the elevation. Any subtle change in the elevation will attract the fish. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. So when I tell you guys, like, you know, I do a lot of research and stuff. That's all right, Mark. What's up, bud? Snapper turtle. You ready to snap? Oh, yeah, no. I had a soft shell one time, but my buddy got it off. He's pretty good at that stuff, man. He's been doing that for a while. He gets turtles off a lot. But yeah, so every time I go number 2, dude, this is what I'm doing. I'm researching. I'm giving myself areas. And like I said, today we went right out and it was fire. Like, we had a good time. We caught a big fish. That was pretty cool. We gave ourselves a lot of credit. And I'll continue giving ourselves credit because it was a really cool day. I think we had a good time. We got on the struggle bus, but I even called the time period. I said between, what did I say, guys? Between 1:15 and 2:30 was going to be the change of the day. And sure enough, between 1:15 and 2:30, that's when we turned it on. Hey, it's all right, Mark. And we had a good time. We really did. I know I had a good time. I definitely found some neat stuff out on that lake, and I think we're going to find some neat stuff next time we go out there too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure you guys are ready to go out. I know I am. Let me get myself something to drink, guys. Chill for a sec, cool? And silence. Yeah, no, it's totally a good idea to pour liquids around like $6,000 worth of equipment. It's a great idea. Do it. Just do it. I'm glad you had fun, Brandy. I had a good time. Like I said, we're going to break down the next section of the lake together. We just have to see what kind of day it is and what kind of environment we're looking at. We are bringing the inclusive bait next time, though. We proved we don't have to have it, But there were so many situations where I think we could have used it. You know what I mean? Like there was just so many situations where I think that thing would have made our day just that little bit better. You know, maybe just a little bit better. We were making, look at that D-Pat's in the house. What's up, bud? Yeah, I really think bringing the inclusive bait would have made it a little bit better. Just the tiniest little bit. I mean, but what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I could be totally wrong with that. I could be totally off the mark. Let me close some stuff down. Stand by, guys. All right, there we go. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. All right, so the computer's not so stressed now. Yeah, no, we had a bunch of stuff open. But yeah, so the next trip, like I said, guys, we're going to do a little wandering out there. I'm going to do some more research. We might stay offshore for a little bit just to see what we can do. But that's going to depend on the day, you know. And like I said, a lot of this, I knew today where I wanted to be. I really did. I had that plan from the start. That's why I was given the whole, you know, today's going to be different. You'll see. Today's going to be different. You'll see. Yeah, no, it was definitely different, man. You know, not bringing the inclusive bait out, trying a different technique, but at the same time staying with the same presentation style. Different presentation style, only because the bait doesn't make bottom contact. It's pretty much the way we had it rigged up today. It was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. The old Gary Yamamoto, though, you know, this is Senko fishing, dude. It's wacky rig Senko fishing. Do I find it fair? No, I don't really find it fair. Do I find it fun? Yeah, I find it to be a lot of fun. There's no way you don't. I don't know too many people that don't like wacky rig fishing. I mean, if you don't, there's probably something wrong with you, you know, because you probably have that kind of day. Yeah, and everybody, that's right, Shawanda. Everyone that showed up today, everyone that rode out on today's adventure, man, we all had that positive mindset. Even Brandy said something nice and said, I hope everyone has a great day. And her comment got banned. Which was kind of funny, you know, because she said something positive, but I think it was her tone. You know what I mean? I think it was how she pressed the button on the, you know, finger on the button, because that will mess with things. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen that before. Poor Brandy. She can't even say nice things on the phone without it turning into a mess. You know what I mean? Goodness. So that's why I called today's episode, So What Had Happened Was. I'm looking at the wrong camera. So that's why I called today's episode, So What Had Happened Was, because I didn't know how today was going to turn out. You know what I mean? I didn't know what we were going to end up finding to be working. I knew what I wanted to bring. I knew what I was going to throw. The question was going to be, what was the weather going to do? That little rain on the way out there, we got hit with that same little rain. And then when I got home, I had just enough time to cover the boat before the bottom fell out. Like, it got bad. It got really bad, man. It was not good times. But we got everything done. I got everything done before I had to, you know, come inside and dry myself, because it literally was like a freak rainstorm. But it set in hard for a good, hour. Like, seriously. Like, I was contemplating having to push the stream out to 7:30 because I was worried we were going to have some power issues, because the lightning and the thunder were coming, buddy. You know, and the thunder rolls. Yeah, it was Garth Brookson outside, you know what I mean? It was definitely Garth Brookson. Totally your tone. Yeah, no, you know it. You know it, Randy. You know what you did. You do it a lot. You get that thing. You push it hard on something. Sometimes you put too much pressure on it, and it picks it up. It's like, ooh, her tone. But yeah, we did a lot of stuff, man. We threw the big baits today. I really wish something would have hit the big bait. But that lake is showing promise. I will say that. That lake is showing promise. When I'm picking spots, you know, just one day, and it's occurring. Not really, like I said, not really a fire day, but we weren't there all day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we came out on fish pretty early. I got started a little early as far as, you know, where we put the trolling motor down. I should have waited a little while. But I was looking for that spot, you know, where the guy was. We went back there. I found that dock and stuff, and there was no fish there. And that's when we went to, like, the tiniest little swim bait, and that was a total waste of time at the end of the trip. Wasn't really excited about the outcome on that part of the trip. But if we just stayed in that area of the mouth and really fished it, we might have found more fish, because there was a ton of grass in there. And that was, you know, that's another thing we're learning. This is a totally different environment than my lake. The vegetation system is totally different. The water clarity, the water movement, the areas of opportunistic fishing. I'm really hoping to find the spot on this lake that really shows me, like, the spots on my lake. You understand what I mean by that? Like, we got some spots on my lake. Y'all know that. Y'all know we got some spots on my lake. And they work, not all the time. That's the problem, and you're never going to have an all the time spot. That's something I was talking to Buddy about the other day. You're never really going to find a spot where it works all the time. But what you can do is find a bunch of spots that work in rotation, and then you can just take yourself around fishing and catch fish when you want to catch fish. But know that you're then slave to where the fish are going to be working and where you know about. So I try to do as much charting and as much graphing and as much figuring these waterways out as I possibly can. So then this way, as I go around or travel around to some of these lakes, and I'm like, oh, I'll go here because the weather's real nice, and go out there and like hit like 5, 6, 7 spots in one day and turn out like 15 fish, 18 fish, 20 fish. That would be absolutely fire. That's my goal, is to have like fire days when I want to, just based on what I'm looking at, because the distance between some of my areas of fishing is just enough. The size of some of these waterways and some of these lakes that I'm in, they have their own weather system. Some of these things, man. I mean, it can be raining all the way around the lake, and then you won't get a drop on the lake, and vice versa. It can be raining only on the lake, and you could be literally looking out at the backyard and it's not. Because it's the lake. It's just how it works. Some of these lakes are massive. I couldn't imagine living around like Okeechobee or something like that. I lived off of the Sacandaga Lake and the Finger Lakes in upstate New York, just outside the Adirondack Mountains. So I am familiar with how Glacier Lake's set up, but it's a lot different when it comes to humidity and stuff like that down here. What's up, Rocky? What are you doing, bud? So how many lakes on the list have I hit so far, Jeff? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've hit 5 lakes around, well, that's 6. Yeah, 6 with this new one. So I've hit 6 lakes total since we started the Let's Find the Spot. So all 6 lakes are within 20, 25 minutes. Some, traffic, you can't really count that. If you count the travel you should take, it's 20, 25 minutes to some of these lakes. Some are 30, but that's just because, again, we're putting a couple more. 19 miles is where I went today. So it's supposed to be at 60 miles an hour, and it never occurs. You know what I mean? It's just one road, just one straight road that's supposed to be 60. You never do 60. You very rarely can do the speed limit on it. But if you do the speed limit, you can sometimes make the lights because it's timed all the way down. So you know how that goes, man. You get stuck in it. But we're definitely putting ourselves in a pretty good path of different chains and stuff. We're gonna do some exploring. Like I said, man, we're gonna figure out what baits fire on what lakes. We know what fires on my lake. We just got to find, where they're at. And if we find where they're at, we can catch them, and it's not a big deal. We have a good time. Ha, 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 ha. We all laugh, and we go about our business. Now, when we can't catch them on my lake, we knew that day we should have gone to the different lake, because that county, which is literally just down the street from me, and I don't mean that like figuratively. I mean literally. It's not but 10, maybe 11 minutes. And we're in another county. I'm right in the middle of 3, 4 counties. So bang, there I am. I'm a county away. It's different weather system. I crossed an entire chain of lakes to get to the other side of the same chain of lakes. It'll blow your mind, man, how fortunate I am to be able to fish in some of these areas, dude. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Trips down to South Florida, just blows your mind, man. It would blow your mind. It's a totally so fortunate to be able to go down there and do that, dude. So fortunate, because the reality of the situation is, man, I know people that slay dinks because that's all their lakes got. You know what I mean? Like, that's all they've been able to find. And they're stoked. You know what I mean? They're super excited about being able to slay that dink. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's fun and all. And listen, it's a fish, and a fish is a fish. But I really want to quest for a beast every chance I get, And you guys know I give it my all, man. I give it my all, I don't know what else to do. I do. We're going to figure it out. You'll see. But you can't catch a fish without a line in the water. That's the bottom line. So we're going to exploit that concept, and we're going to make sure we got a line in the water as often for as long as we possibly can. You know what I mean? So if you can tell me something about yourself, what is one thing you'd say? And I can look right at you and say, I fish. And someone would say, so you like to fish. I didn't say I like it. I said I fish. Period. And I would definitely say that's probably about a very accurate statement that you could make about me. As accurate as you could possibly make it, because I'm telling you, it don't matter what the weather is. It don't matter what the environment is. We've been out on Tuesdays in rainstorms. We've been out on Saturdays in rainstorms. We get it. You know what I mean? We get it. We're going to try to do a couple of Saturday fishing. I'm going to try to do a South Florida live. I gotta work on this, man. I gotta see what's going on. We gotta see what our coverage areas are. We gotta find a South Florida lake that's boss that we can get some signal on, man, and do a live while we're killing it. If I kill it. That's the best part about it, man. It's always a gamble, but I'm gonna tell you that I will grind. I will grind with probably the best. I'm about that life. You know what I mean? I will throw a shoulder out. I will hurt my wrist. My legs will bleed. My feet will hurt. The sunburns will be immense, but I will bring it all day and day, every day. You feel me? If I can do that, there's no stopping me, boys and girls. But again, so what had happened was we changed everything up. We came with a bunch of different techniques. We tried a bunch of different methods. We searched a bunch of different areas of the same area that we already originally started. And guys, I think we're working on this one. We're putting this puzzle together, if you're with me. I really think we're putting this puzzle together. I think this year, and we found some stuff today that's going to set up later on in the season. See, that was another thing I was looking at, man. I really wanted to find a place that where things occur, and I think I found that place today. And if I can get in that area and drop some inclusive baits in there and get a little bite on some of the big girls during that season, that could be a little bit epic. That's what I'm really excited about. Getting a chance to get in one of those areas and make it happen over there. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, good. I'm making sure I press something. Sorry, bud. But yeah. So guys, again, next week, Tuesday, we might try a South Florida live Saturday. I got to see what the week looks like. I got to see how everything played out this week. And figure out where I'm at, because we might be taking a trip down south and trying to do it live. I don't know if we're gonna have enough signal, because there's so many areas there that just straight black out. Even on the road there, it straight blacks out. So that's not even something I could do. You get a little bit of signal in the far south side, but I'm not putting my money on that. You know what I mean? I'm really not putting my money on that. I'm kind of keeping my money on figuring out some of these lakes that we got sitting over here by the house. Maybe we'll take it. I don't want to go out there on a Saturday, though. I kind of like my Tuesdays, because there's usually nobody out there other than airboat guys that just went to a different part of the lake, and then the old man with the skeeter, with the older skeeter, but he had a 250 on that bad boy, and he went screaming by. But other than that, we really didn't run into anybody in the spot we were fishing today. Now, I did see some of them old-timers setting up on certain spots out there in the lake, and I think those are them deep spots that I've been looking at tearing into. So we're going to try to maybe get out on those a little bit earlier than those boys do one day, and make sure we got this thing on wrap. You know what I mean? Like, make sure we got it on wrap and set up the, we got to sit outside for a little bit and make sure everything transfers from the Navionics. That was another issue we had today. Electronics, dude, you know what I mean? If it's not one thing, it's another when it comes to the electronics. It's pretty frustrating, to be honest with you, but what are you going to do, man? You know, you got 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You buy all these electronics, they're going to have glitches. You're going to have issues. You're going to have updates that don't occur. You're going to need updates. You know, it is what it is, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want this to happen, you got to make this happen, but it doesn't always happen. But we can grind, and I appreciate you guys hanging out for that grind, you know, and that's why I said Much appreciation to everybody. Thank you very much, you guys, for hanging out and, you know, making the trip that much little bit enjoyable for me. As you see, I can keep myself pretty calm. No, I'm just kidding. It was a good stream today, guys. A really good stream. And again, thank you guys so much. So listen, without further ado, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.